when you look at what Donald was saying, initially he was saying that it was a great fan. This African American was a great fan. And then after he made the remark, he says, "Aren't you the greatest?" So how in the world can I take offense at being a great fan and the greatest? No, I'm still not offended by it.
So others who were offended said that you should have been offended because he was singling you out. There's my African American. There's my black guy. They have called you some ugly racial names for essentially being what they say is a sellout. The hashtag Trump's African American was even trending on Twitter, as you know, Gregory.
It is astounding what's happening on Twitter. I mean, what it does show is that there needs to take place in this country healing regarding races. You know, blacks and whites, we have a history of, you know, dissent. And so we have to come together. We have to make the effort to come together. I find a gross inconsistency with, you know, the outrage that's directed toward me instead of Mr. Trump. It's inconsistent in that, on the one hand, they want to call me a sellout and Uncle Tom and whatever else. That's fine. But the problem is, how can they look in the mirror and call themselves the N-words and all these other things when they're listening to rap music and so forth and so on? So the real issue is that, how in the world can we expect others to accept and appreciate us when we don't accept and appreciate ourselves?
After all that, though, Gregory, tomorrow in California, you're going to vote. Are you going to vote for Donald Trump?
I've not decided who I'm going to vote for. I'm looking at Donald, I'm looking at the Libertarian, I'm looking at the American Independent, and I'm even giving Bernie a second look. So I'm very critical about who I'm going to vote for. I'm not going to vote for Hillary because if anyone's a racist, she is given the support to her husband with respect to mass incarceration, reduction in welfare, and that money going toward building prisons. So she is definitely out of it.